Hey guys, welcome to yet another live watch along on Balloon Hair Productions. I'm your host as usual. My name is Marcelo Inestroza, and tonight I will be watching the season 2 finale of Star Trek Discovery, Such Sweet Sorrow, parts 1 and 2. Usually, when I do streams on my channel, I have my faithful crew here, but because of some unforeseen circumstances and one of them running late, the only person that I have with me at this very point in time, who I will start the episode with, and then later on, another member of my crew will hopefully pop in, and she will join the discussion. But the friend that I have with me right now, who will start the first part of this finale, is PJ. So I would like to welcome him to the stream. Hey, PJ.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Before we start this watch along, do you have like any memories of watching this 2-part finale? What were you thinking at the time?
Well, I had to see a hypnotist to erase the memory of this finale. No, I'm not going to do that voice. What am I doing? What's wrong with me?
I have no idea.
Such Sweet Sorrow. You know what? You know what the funny thing about Discovery is?
What?
The first season is the most Discovery season. You know
Really?
why? Because it stands on its own, and it has a great foil in Lorca. Now,
that is true.
When you get into season 2, it's like, let's bring in Spock. Like we said we weren't going to do it, but let's bring in Spock and Pike.
Pike and number one.
And then they're like, let's get out of this timeline because we can't handle the complaints.
Yeah.
So that's what this season finale is all about. It's like, let's get the hell out of setup. It's a backdoor pilot for Strange New Worlds.
Yep.
As well as being a soft reboot of the show itself. So season 3 and 4 are much different. Actually, better. Season 3 and 4 are better than seasons 1 and 2. Although I still have an affection for that first season. Certain elements of it are very egregiously unforgivable, but it's not all bad.
Yeah, no. You mentioned that essentially this season finale of Discovery is let's get the hell out of the prime timeline, so we'll stop the complaints. That's one of the main reasons why I love this finale so much, because I felt that Alex Kurtzman and Michelle Paradise, who wrote this finale, were like, oh God, we don't want to deal with the horrible fans anymore. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get the fuck out of the timeline. We're gonna get the fuck out of the prime timeline, and we're gonna go into the future so nobody has any more complaints.
Exactly. Well,
so yeah,
and because the problem with what they did initially was that they made it a visual reboot, and then told us it's in the prime, and that can work if fans would accept it, but not everybody was so accepting of it. And I think what set it over the edge was the redesign of the Klingons. I maintain that if they had gone like the way Worf looked, or the Klingons from Star Trek 6 in Discovery Season 1, like very subtle, very human-looking Klingons, not go all the way TOS, but like do the more Star Trek 6 thing, it
Mhm.
would have like it just tonally it would have just made it a bit better.
Right. Well, at this point, who knows what would have been better and what would have been worse? But are you ready to start?
I'm ready to start. We're
All right,
watching this on
guys.
Paramount Plus.
Yes, we are.
Okay. All right.
Do you before you start? I know I should have asked you this before the thing went live, but nobody's watching anyway.
It's okay.
Um, do you want to skip the recap because my thing starts with a recap? You want to skip that?
Uh,
You just
sure. I hold on. Let me just start it first. So, oh shit, it's not supposed to be loud.
yeah, you might want to put it down just a little bit.
I meant to mute it. I
That's
have the
okay.
subtitles on. I listened to it earlier. This is funny because I
Oh,
listened to it
really?
earlier and now I'm gonna watch it without the
Oh,
sound.
okay. Okay.
What? Skip. Okay, we're gonna
Okay.
hit the skip recap button, right?
Yeah, just give me a second. Hold on.
I just had to cue it up to the recap prompt.
Okay. So after I skip the recap button, our time code should be 1 minute and 26 seconds after I skip the recap button.
This is on Paramount Plus.
Yes, 1 minute 26. Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
all right.
Okay. So I'm good. Before I push the play button, I'm gonna make myself disappear because nobody's gonna want to look at my face anyway. All right. So okay. So on the count of three, PJ, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1, play.
Okay.
This is loud. Okay.
Pushing in on Sarek on the beach, right?
Yep. That's what we're doing.
Now I'm gonna say the cuts just so a fade. It's fading to Amanda.
Amanda, yep. We got it.
She's carrying a smoking bowl of some sort.
Smoking bowl. That looks like a meditation bowl.
And he's gonna get high as fuck. Oh, can we curse?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
They curse in the show.
Yeah, absolutely. No problem.
They
Curse.
should. I didn't. I wouldn't have minded it. I know people get their backs up against cursing it. I wouldn't have minded if there was like if there was at least one character in Discovery that just dropped f bombs all the time, like used up every conceivable like standard of like, okay, we have so many f words, and this character says all of them in almost every episode.
Really?
It would irritate so many people, but it would be so funny because there are people like that in any
Uh huh.
environment where they just like, fucking this person curses a lot. Like you just notice it. Not like you're gonna lecture them about it or them or whoever they are. I'm not like making a moral stance against it. I'm just saying like Picard said the F word finally in Star Trek. That's surreal. So this is a great shot of those ships, right? But overdone with the lens flare and haze and stuff. Like they
Yeah,
over they over-render it.
yeah, I mean, technically, I never get tired of the lens flares because I'm a JJ guy. So for me, I'll take as much lens flare as they want to give me. That doesn't bother me.
Nothing inherently wrong with it. Whatever reason. Picard season 1 does some lens flary stuff, and it seems so much more natural.
Uh huh.
Discovery is about flash and color and
Yeah.
and lights, and if you watch this show, even season 1, yes, but season 2 especially has a lot of flashiness and like
Okay.
and for good reason, I guess. In the finale, they want to up the game, so like later
Yeah.
in these episodes, you get like a lot of crazy bridges. There's something about these bridges, man. It's like I would be so afraid to be next to a console during battle because I don't know if I'm going to be thrown across the fucking room and die or get
Yeah.
seriously injured.
Yeah. No, but the Discovery Bridge, it's so goddamn big. Like there's so much fucking space.
Yeah, their excuse is, we can have these bigger sets, and I don't mind the hallways and stuff.
Yeah.
The
Give
the
me.
bridge, I do get tired of looking at the Discovery Bridge. It's one of the few bridges where I'm just like, yeah, that's. After a
Mhm.
while, it just becomes so bland. Sick bay looks good though.
Yeah. Um.
I'm gonna read the
uh,
next subtitle because
okay. I'm
Captain
gonna.
Pike has
I'm gonna run
always
away
had
for.
faith that they play.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna run away for just 1 second, but I'll be right back. Okay.
okay. Now more than ever, I wish I had his certainty. Burnham, let's move. The ship's almost clear. It's time to get the crystal over to the Enterprise. The signal led us to Borth. For this, why? My mother's gone. The suit's destroyed. Now Discovery? It can't be just about endings, can it? Can we
All right.
figure it out,
Well,
Commander? But oh, okay.
I'm back. Uh, someone else will be joining us in just a few seconds here. So it'll be just me and PJ for anybody who actually gives a damn.
Oh, don't be like that, sir.
No, that's all
You're
right.
gonna have 1,000,000 views on this video.
Yeah. And by the way, have you looked at the numbers for our John Campia discussion video?
Not really. I don't look at the. I look at them like every now and again.
Oh.
I like it. I mainly look to like to see if there's over 5 likes. Once it's over 5 likes, I'm like, I'm good. More
Oh,
than
okay.
5 people liked it. I think it was 7 likes or something. I don't know. But when I looked at the analytics, it did say mainly the search was the name John Campia, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And
That's
somebody
cool.
commented, one person commented no subscribers or anything came from it, but he's doing his podcast now. It's all good.
Yeah. No, I mean, you know,
I don't- I
I
didn't,
mean,
we
at
didn't
this,
want to get on there and be like, well, this is affecting the lives of so this is affecting my emotional stability. It's like, oh, this is interesting, huh? Rubbed me the wrong way at first. Wish you best of luck. I think anybody who watched would be like, these guys are pretty reasonable about
yeah.
the whole
No, I
thing.
mean, once John released that big giant statement and he gave us the real reason why he was doing what he was doing, I was like, okay, John, you go and do you, I guess.
He's since explained that not doing it live and doing the audio only, which is something he's wanted to do anyway,
Yep.
makes their lives a lot easier. I'm like, good.
Good, less stressful.
I understand there's a lot of work that goes into that live
Yeah.
show. It's like people think it offhand, like, oh, you just set up cameras and you have people over and microphones and that's it. It's like
Nope.
there's there's
No.
hours of work that go
A
in
lot of
before anything goes live.
yeah, a lot of research, a lot of work on the thumbnails, all the show graphics, so much work.
We can all owe that to Entertainment Tonight because that's a show that was the only movie TV information show that existed when I was a kid that I had access to. There was no
Yeah.
ETA, there's no nothing. It was just Entertainment Tonight. And it was like,
No, yeah,
wow,
no,
these guys are doing the news, but it's for movies and TV shows. Like that's the coolest freaking, and that's what YouTubers do all over the place now.
right. No, I remember loving Entertainment Tonight for two reasons. Because I would watch it hoping for news about Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise for some reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I started watching it back in as I can't even remember. I mean, I remember John Tesh and God, what's her name? Lisa.
Lisa something? Not Lisa something. I have no idea.
On Seinfeld, Kramer would have fits when he heard her voice. Mary Hart.
Oh, Mary Hart. I remember Mary
Mary
Hart.
Hart. Is it Lisa
I remember
Gibbons?
Mary Hart.
Lisa Gibbons? Is that right? Okay, I gotta look this up
Lisa.
now. Who are the
I'll look it up.
hosts?
Oh, by the way, PJ, I
Who
just
the
want to mention
hosts?
this is the first time that you and I are properly synced up on a live stream. Isn't it actually fun?
Yeah, Like we get
We we
auto
got
destruct
it.
initiated.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got it.
Counting
We
down.
got it.
5, 4,
Yeah.
3, 2. Uh-oh, it didn't work. Or it's not going to work.
Whoa! It didn't work. Oh
What are we going to do?
no. Yeah.
You know, the AI, when this came out, I was sick of the AI stuff because the
Yeah.
friggin' Terminator sequels, like, really got me bummed out on it all because it was just like, you don't know what you're doing. When sci-fi takes a concept and they just beat it to death, and then Discovery comes along, it's like, let's do an evil AI. And let's hint around for no apparent reason whatsoever that it's Borg connected or it's Borg like.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, it has nothing to do with it. It's such a strange creative decision to lead the audience that way to the point where you're literally, what does Leland say at one point?
Um.
Struggle
I,
is pointless
yeah.
instead of
Struggle is
resistance.
pointless.
It was like,
Yeah.
well,
Struggle is pointless.
is this a precursor to the Borg or what is it? It's like, no, this has nothing to do with the Borg.
I don't know. But you know
Maybe,
what?
maybe they thought they could make a connection down the line, or even in Picard as a series, but maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, but I never really liked Control. Control actually bothered the crap out of me.
Yum yum. Oh god damn it. Oh my god. It is such like. Oh, I can't wait for that to happen.
Yeah.
And this is crazy stuff here. Like,
Yeah.
admittedly, this is good, bombastic, like cinematic action for a TV show. There's a lot of sparks and fire. There's always fire and sparks.
Yeah, man.
You think
I mean,
the tech?
you know,
You think they'd be so advanced? Even in the 32nd century, it's all the same kind of like stuff.
yeah, but I mean, even in all Star Trek shows, I mean, we had, all we had was like shaking the bridge, but in Star Trek Discovery, we have ship blowing up, we have people flying everywhere.
This is insane because if you're viewing this for the first time, it looks like it's really happening.
Yeah, it does.
Like, and you're like, no, this can't be. And of course, it's
Yeah.
not. It's not a real thing that's happening.
It's a scenario.
Premonition. It's a premonition of a scenario. Yeah.
Right.
And the time crystal is confusing. So is it supposed to show you what cannot be changed or what? Anyway,
Right.
and we find out in Strange New Worlds you can change it. So anyway,
But-
time travel rules and time crystals and all that nonsense.
Right.
It's almost impossible to write that in any kind of like logical way. It is illogical. Time travel is illogical.
Yes.
I
it
mean,
is.
Walter White will tell you that.
Yes, but actually, but also time travel is one of the greatest tools of science fiction. I mean, for me.
Oh yeah, it's been utilized wonderfully in the time. H.G. Wells' The Time Machine.
Yeah.
Different
Back to the
cinematic-
Future.
Back to the Future. Even that Bruce Willis one with Gordon.
12 Monkeys.
No. The other one. Yeah, he's been
Looper.
Looper. Yeah, Looper was
Looper.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I just want to point out that I really, really miss Sonequa Martin Green's really funky kind of like flat hairdo that she's got here.
This is my least favorite hairdo of hers.
Yeah,
I
you
like
don't
it when it's really when in season 3, jumping ahead,
Yeah.
when she has that montage where you see her hair grow longer and longer, or people are like,
Oh,
"Is
you
it
like
really
that?
growing?" That I'm like, "It's the future." Like, her hair can be whatever from hour to minute to day. You can have
Yeah,
holographic
whatever.
fucking hair if you wanted to.
Holographic hair.
Like seriously, you could. I'm sure by that time you could just go into it like your room and be like, "Computer, do this."
Yeah, chop off the hair, computer.
But it's I like the touch of like 24th century in net TNG
Right.
where they actually have barbers.
Right.
People are
that's
physically cutting hair because you want to give the citizens on the ship like a purpose or a job or something.
right. No, but I forgot that they had a barber on the Enterprise D. I forgot that.
That's one of the things I like in Star Trek is when they have old school touches that you can kind of surmise that would be logical to use that word again. I'm going to overuse that word. But for example, Picard with books. like physical books. I know some
Yeah.
people will be like, well, why you just read everything on a pad, which turned out to be something people really did just a few years later. But
Hmm.
there's something about the tactile nature
Of
uh,
physical books.
printed books. Yeah,
It's like the same thing with physical media, right? I mean,
exactly. Yeah,
I really love physical media, but the only reason that I stopped collecting was I was running out of space. But there's something different when you touch a piece of physical media as opposed to downloading it on Apple iTunes or Amazon or whatever.
yeah. And you never know when it's going to be taken away from those services because streaming services are getting really strict with their money now. They have to, and they're
Yeah, that
taking
is true.
away. They're actually removing HBO Max and Disney Plus as are doing this, taking
Yeah.
away
Yeah.
titles that
Yep.
don't generate
God.
views or interest. They're
Hmm.
like, we're paying to keep these on. Like as long as they exist on the service, there's some kind of
Right.
residual payment. They're like, well, we don't want to do that no more because
Right.
this isn't worth it. People aren't looking at it.
Right.
Discovery on Paramount Plus in Canada, I must say, is under the most popular of the. It's in that category on that app. I've
Really?
noticed. Yeah, and just yesterday or today, I think, season 4 dropped on Paramount Plus Canada, which is good because
Of
when you watch it on Discovery,
what the what the hell?
and
Why today?
it's listed as an exclusive, but I'm like, yeah, the season 4 is still on Crave though. It's not really it's not a Canada exclusive thing. But what
Oh, okay.
happens in Canada, Paramount Plus doesn't have a lot of. It has the first season of Picard,
Uh huh.
4 seasons now of Discovery. It doesn't have Lower Decks or Prodigy or
What?
Strange New Worlds.
It's weird.
It will, but first streaming rights go to uh,
Crave.
Crave. Crave has
Ah,
Crave has all the HBO Max content, not all of it, but a lot of it.
love it.
A lot of the Showtime stuff, and a lot of like other things that are on like Peacock, for example.
Oh,
Not with Crave, but Peacock is something we don't have here. But almost everything that shows up on Peacock ends up on a channel in Canada called Showcase. Like
oh, showcase. Huh?
the MacGruber TV show and the new Pete Davidson Bubkiss show, which has already happened in your country, but here we're
Yes.
getting it at the end of the month. It's
Okay.
delayed,
That's interesting.
but with with Star Trek, you now have, and the quality on Paramount Plus is far superior.
Yeah, it's
I
better.
can't even tell you. Just the blacks are blacker, and that you can actually see the grain, and you can see the detail, and it just pops more. And for whatever reason, man, Crave
It's
it's
awful.
running at some kind of weird compressed quality where it's like we're saying it's HD or we're saying it's 4K, but it's really not.
It's not.
Not at least up to the standard that you accept a bit of degradation with streaming,
Mm-hmm.
but a certain amount is like it looks fuzzy. It just doesn't look
Right.
right. And now I'm watching this on Paramount Plus in
Sorry.
Canada, and I'm seeing the detail on the uniforms that I didn't see before. There's a thing called juddering, where
Yeah.
like patterns
Uh huh.
will kind of judder in the frame, like on
Uh huh.
small details on suits and stuff.
Uh
And
huh.
that's how you can tell the quality you're watching. Because if you're watching in a
Okay.
high quality, those things don't happen. You see the finer detail. Like, for example, Ted Lasso.
Right.
Some of the wardrobe in that, the women's wardrobe is very detailed. And so, like, you see, like, these patterns that would look pixely on, like, HD or below, but where it's in 4K streaming. Like it really
Okay.
pops. This looks 4K to me. This looks like 4K streaming quality. It says it's
Okay.
not.
Okay. I would just like to welcome my friend Marcy London to the stream. Hello, Marcy.
Hi, how are you?
Hello. Our time code is 19 minutes and 22 seconds. 19 minutes and
Wow.
24 seconds.
Where exactly,
So
like, as soon as you were saying the number, it was happening.
yeah,
Okay.
19 minutes and 32 seconds, 34, 35, 37, 38.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, you're good? All
Yep.
right. Okay.
Let's see if
So,
Ensign Tilly can convince Her Highness to help us out.
so how you doing, Marcy?
I'm doing well. Yeah. Sorry I'm late.
That's okay. I'll tell you a big story after the show. Well,
Okay.
it's not a good story, but I'll tell you it anyway
Okay. Okay.
because I think it's important. Oh.
They're so awkward. They don't seem like a real couple to me.
No, yeah, but at least
I
they're
don't.
better.
Do you think the actors get along?
I would think so. I would think so. At least they're better than that other couple that they were trying to push.
I always thought it would be
Um,
interesting if they did a love triangle. Like there was another guy that came into the picture, kind of like put a. Like you need some of that. The relationship's quite frankly boring.
Yeah, you need that. You need that. You need that romantic tension.
It's like Burnham and Book. They just seem like good friends.
Oh, I liked them actually.
Really?
Oh yeah, they're good. They're great
Okay.
together.
Yeah.
But they're like buddies more than anything else. It seems.
Yeah.
Remember me and Marcella were having a conversation one time about Burnham's most passionate relationship was her most toxic one with
Tyler. Yeah.
Tyler Vach. He
Yeah.
turned out to be a psych. Like there was
Yeah, he
really
turned
some
out to be
really
a-
intense moments between them, man. Like that's why season 1, because it
Yeah.
like really amps up that relationship drama.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but I think you know what I think the relationship that they got totally wrong was the relationship when the Trill individual came on board and she had the relationship with her partner, whatever her name was. I can't remember her name.
Are you talking Blue?
Blue, yes, Blue, yeah.
Wait, I'm
I-
thinking of the actor's name.
What did you not like on that one?
No, I just think I just think that I think the writers missed the mark. I think the writers didn't do enough of a sort of a relationship thing with them.
Before
Well,
they
then explored
separated
it.
them.
They had a good setup with the origins of the relationship, and then
that was it. Yeah,
well they made Gray like real,
Right.
like a
And
synthetic
then-
body and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
and then
I didn't think they didn't go far enough with that relationship. I don't think.
no.
This is a callback to the short trek.
Yep. That was a really good short track, though.
Yeah, it was alright. My favorite one is the Tribble one, and that's the one where people are like, "That's the worst one." I'm like, "No, that's the actual funny and like entertaining one."
Yeah,
I
yeah,
miss those. I wish they would do more.
Yeah, maybe they will in the future. Who knows?
Yeah. I like the one with the ship, which was mysterious, I think, where the
Oh,
like the dancing with the ship and
Oh.
all.
Calypso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the Barrios character is Adira.
Adira. Okay. Adira. Okay.
You get more of Jet Reno in this too. I like Tig Notaro.
Tig. Actually,
There's
but you know
never
what?
enough Tig.
There's never enough Tig. But actually, her real name Tig Matero is like the best Star Trek name ever.
Have you seen her? Have you seen her stand up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen every one. It's like, it's so dry. It's like, it's British without the accent. It's just in that way. And she acts like there's no her character in the show. I find Jet is her. Like it's kind of that tone, like sarcastic.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. No, but I even saw a wonderful documentary that Netflix did about Tig and her, and a large part of her life. It's a really fascinating documentary. I can't remember the name of it now, but it's on
I
Netflix.
think I know what you're talking- It's just called Tig. It's a 2015 film.
Yes, Tig. Yes. And she really has had a tragic life, unfortunately.
Well, the
She
film
had a
itself
lot
deals with
of
her.
health problems and things,
Yeah, she had
right?
breast cancer.
Yeah, breast cancer.
She did that stand-up routine where she had her shirt off, and it was
Oh
like,
yeah, that's right. I didn't see that one, but I've heard about it.
it's like here I am type of thing. Yeah, she's great. How can you not like her?
Also, I'm a really big fan of these uniforms, and I'm kind of upset that once they went to the future, they had them for a little bit, and then they switched them up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I still gotta ask you to draw me one of these because you drew me in the you drew me in the new uniforms that they have, but not these.
Oh, true, true.
Yeah.
This is the season where, yes, okay, because Wilson Cruz, he was killed in the last season by Volk.
Yeah.
One of the best moments, one of my favorite moments in season 2, is when he comes back and everything, and he's all messed up,
Uh huh.
and they're in the cantina or a cat where yeah
In the cafeteria,
yeah,
and he
and
beats the shit out of him.
he picks a fight, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Tyler, there he is, the toxic boyfriend.
What a strange character he was.
You know,
Remember
to
when
be
people
hon-
didn't know that Volk was actually Shazad Latif?
Right, yeah. I mean, to be honest, I was never a fan of Tyler too much. I like no.
Well,
But you know
Shazad
what?
Latif is such a good actor. It's a wonder he's in some independent movies. I saw a trailer for recently. It's like Can maybe I think, but
Really?
it's like about family or something. It's like a romantic kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah, he's a good actor. It's like he
Mm.
pops up in a few things here and there. You don't really see much of him.
Yeah,
I wonder
and
if he's
then
going to be in the Section 31. Do you think he's going to be there? He said he hasn't been
probably.
contacted.
Oh, I mean, he might be.
He's a strange
Um,
character because he was so evil, and the same thing with Michelle Yeoh's character too. Like she's such a bad, like an evil person, and it's just interesting to see her in these circumstances.
But you know what? Michelle Yeoh though is evil, but she's she's like she she,
Delightfully
she
evil.
got she got more endearing as the show went on. I thought.
By her last 2 episodes, I'm like, oh my god, I'm really starting to like her character.
Yeah.
Michelle Yeoh is legend. Like she's one of the best
Legend.
there is in history.
Yeah.
And this is like I've said this. You've heard me say that this is this is probably her worst, the worst role I've ever seen her in. It's something doesn't work. Something doesn't work with the way her character is written, and the way she can deliver it because she's so good in everything that I've ever seen her in. And like
Yeah,
literally, this is the only thing where I'm like, this doesn't work for her.
Yeah,
But then the way they write her in the last 2 episodes, they actually like make her a bit more human.
Right.
I wanted her to open up. Basically, what I'm complaining about is I wanted her to open up more a little sooner, but she has this like, I'm an evil bad guy from another dimension,
not.
shield up all the time, and it becomes
Yeah.
so like, come on, I want to see that connection. It does happen eventually,
Also,
but it just took too long for my taste.
You know, but also, I really like her prime Philippa Georgiou. So that's why like the pilot really broke my heart because I was so excited for Michael and Philippa and Saru to go on adventures on the Shinzao, but after the pilot, that blew all the fucking hell. So
But then they did I think Discovery does the Mirrorverse well. Like it's
right,
the way they did it in season 1 and season 3. Really cool, and that's when Sneaker Martin Green is at her best, man. When she's like crazy evil.
right,
Wow, like she shows up. Michelle Yeoh. Michelle Yeoh's
Right.
very good in those episodes. The last, what are those called again? I looked those up. I gotta watch.
I have no
those.
idea. I have no idea.
The one with the Ken, you know, our friend Ken. He hates
Yeah.
the thing about that episode.
I don't know what it's called. I can't.
I'm gonna look it up.
It's been a long time since I
I'm
watched
doing
these
this on the. I'm
episodes.
doing this on the computer like an idiot. I can just do it on my phone, much easier. I'm not even on camera. What am I worried about?
Yeah. It's been a long time since I've seen these episodes. I've forgotten so much.
I'm gonna tell you a funny thing.
Sure.
First of all, look up the episode name. Terra Firma Part 1 and 2.
Okay.
Um, my subscription to Paramount Plus has just run out.
What?
So I guess if it tries to go to the next episode, it'll be like, no, sir, you cannot. But I can watch it. I can watch it on Crave. It just won't be the same edit.
Okay, so
Because I don't know why it's so stupid. Why?
So
they
what do you
want to
do?
I
You
hate
just
the
wanna-
fact that Crave has a different edit for Star Trek episodes than Paramount Plus. It makes no sense.
Okay, so
Like,
you
the
gonna have to
commercial
leave it?
breaks are longer on your version. Like when they do the breaks, it's like that black screen.
Right.
In Canada, it's like an instant cut. Like you wouldn't even know. It was like a cut to black. It's just like cut to the next thing. So it's quicker.
So what do you want to do, PJ? You just have to book it?
Oh, your friend's gone.
Oh, she's gone? Oh, what happened?
Probably got sick of me talking.
Hey, what's up? You okay, Marcy? Did you get sick of us? I don't know. I don't know. What the hell?
Hope everything is okay, Marcy.
Well, she didn't send me a message, so I think she's okay, but I can't hear her. Wait a minute. There's two Marcys here. Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
It's a transporter
Yeah, okay.
accident.
I'm gonna take out the other one of you. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Hey,
I
Marcy,
was-
can you say something? Say
Yeah.
something. So okay,
you hear
good.
me?
I got the right person. Okay, I didn't want to
Okay.
book.
Yeah,
out
I
the
was having trouble, so I switched browsers, but I think it's working better now.
wrong- Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because one thing I did, it like kicked me backstage, so then you couldn't hear me anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you need a time code or are you good?
Yes, please.
32 minutes and 10 seconds, 11
Okay.
seconds. You got it?
Got it. Yeah. That was
Okay,
pretty
good.
close.
You're
Okay.
good.
You know what? I'm probably just gonna resubscribe to Paramount Plus because strangely enough, I know it's gonna sound weird, but I've
Yeah.
gotten into a reality show about a guy and his daughters. Guess what?
Why?
Guess what it is? It's a brand new reality show. I'm like, I love this. I can't believe I'm watching this, and I can't believe I love it. It's The Family Stallone, dude.
Oh,
Frank
Okay.
Stallone is in it as well. You get to see Frank a bit. Oh, it's so good, and it's
Okay.
it's a sweet show. And his daughters talk about like there's these beautiful girls, and they talk about how hard it is to date. And when you actually listen to them and like talk about their experiences with guys, like they show up with scripts or like they want to meet their dad. It's all about their dad,
What?
right?
Oh
And
my God.
and the girl's got to say like, do you want to date me? Or do you want to date my father? Like type of thing. And it's heartbreaking because it's like, you think, and there's scenes where like the daughters are trying to, after a breakup or something, they're trying to go out and like have fun, and,
right.
and like they bring this dude into this situation,
Ow.
this reality show, like a random dude, and he's nice, but they're like, okay, you can go away now. Like they just kind of it's weird. Like
Oh.
you see,
Yeah,
you see,
I
you
don't-
see Sly as a family man.
Yeah.
But he talks about like time and how time is the most precious resource anybody has.
I
and how
don't
being
like
away for so
reality
long is
shows at all.
detrimental to your What?
I don't like reality shows at all, but go ahead.
I'm gonna resubscribe.
Hey, Marcy, I didn't kick you off, did I?
No.
Okay,
I don't
good.
think so. Yeah.
Good, because I took one of you out. I just didn't want to take the wrong one out.
Yeah, no, I'm here.
This is Sonia Sohn, I think her last name is pronounced. She's from The Wire. Plays
Okay.
Burnham's mother.
Who was she in The Wire again?
The Wire. Yeah, it's funny. I don't remember names of characters in the TV shows that I've watched multiple times. Even if it's like the
So,
main, could be the main character.
What's up?
I was gonna say, PJ, I feel like I've seen your Boat Trek logo before. Have we met before on a show or
I
a
think we've been on
podcast?
Marcelo's channel before.
Okay.
No, actually, I don't.
I've been on so many I can't remember.
Was
No, but
it
seriously,
Text Trek, maybe?
Maybe.
no, but
Or,
I
or
don't.
maybe Starfleet Boy. Or Starfleet Sohail.
Maybe
No, but
Yeah, she-
no, but Marcy.
Sonia Sohn played Kima Greggs in The Wire.
No, but Marcy has never been on any other channel other than mine, right? Because you're very, very. I know the way you are.
No, I've been on Text Trek and
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Strange New Pod
Right.
and did a Star Wars one. I did like the Star Trek trivia one time. I don't remember their name actually. I've done a few.
Okay.
Yeah.
But no, I seriously think this is the first time you've been on the channel with PJ. I think.
Then we must have been on something else because I know I've seen that Boat Trek logo before.
Oh, the logo. Okay. The
You know,
logo.
Sly's daughters play a really cruel trick on him. Like, that I
Really?
didn't agree with. And I'm like, man, he should be way angrier about this.
What'd they do?
On his birthday, okay, he's been filming Tulsa King for a long... By the way, Al Pacino's in it and all these people too, right? They were filming Tulsa King for so long. He's away from his wife for so long. That actually triggered their potential divorce, which they came back from and then filmed this show, right? So
Right.
this show is about him, like, going back to him and his daughters, trying to, like, spend time with them and
Right.
film it at the same time, I guess. But they pull a trick on him where they have a cake that says it's a boy, it's a girl, like it's something about like pregnancy, and they trick him into thinking his daughter is pregnant by her
Oh my God.
boyfriend. And then they make him really believe it, and then they say, "Oh, it's just a joke. It's just." I'm like, man, that's fucked up.
That's
I don't
fucked
know. That's a weird joke. But
No,
anyway,
that's
that's how the
fucked-
show is entertaining. It's they're
No.
not a normal
No.
family, obviously.
No,
So it's
that's
it's
fucked
interesting to watch their dynamic, right?
See,
this
this
is
this right
passionate.
here. See, this right here, guys.
This is
what the-
controversial because this is an
See-
abusive, bad, toxic relationship, and
See,
there's
but
still
here's the-
feelings, but that's real life, people.
Yeah, but-
Feelings are
yeah, but-
complicated.
Yeah, but here's the thing. This is what the book relationship should be like, but it's not like this.
The book relationship is good. Like, two of them are great together. They're good partners.
Yeah,
you
but
don't, but you can assume that they're lovers. It's fine to assume that because
It's
they do
fine,
kiss
yeah.
every now and again, and they seem to be together. They hold hands and stuff, but it's not. They're not going out of their way to say like, let's do a sex scene with two of these. They're not focused on that. And
right.
but it's interesting that, like, sometimes they, I don't know. Trek has always kind of shied away from
Romance.
A romance, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
how?
when they've done it, it's always been kind of creepy, hasn't it? Like, they've never done
Yeah.
it well.
They don't have a good track record.
No, I mean, how cool would it have been if like Janeway would have got together with Chakotay? That would have been really cool.
Yeah, I agree. They
mean-
don't really. Well, I mean, I like Tom and B'Elanna. I would have to
Yeah,
say.
yeah,
That was a
yeah.
good
one.
yeah. Tom and B'Elanna was awesome. I mean, I really love Discovery, but my one thing about Discovery that always made me angry was they never really gave enough time to the bridge crew, so we never really got to know them.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I think
don't-
there's just not enough episodes.
yeah.
I think when they do these short seasons, they focus on a piece
main
of action and they devote to the main characters. It's really Michael's story, and you just don't spend time with everybody like in Next Generation when there were 30 something episodes a season and
All right.
you could just follow a character around for a day.
Anson Mount looks so uncomfortable in that uniform. Like,
I
it's
actually like
skin
that
tight.
uniform.
It is not. It doesn't look like the ones they have in Strange New Worlds are totally.
Yeah, but you
Cool.
know what? I actually
But-
like that uniform. I actually like the high collar. But but I acknowledge that it must
It
be really uncomfortable.
it looks like if he let his gut go, things would start popping. I, and that collar looks like it. Look, I don't. There's something about collars like that. Look of it looks like it's choking. It's just ugh. I don't like things around my neck like that, like ties or.
Yeah.
I've
So
always found those putting those transferring the Discovery collars to those uniforms was like not a good choice.
no, but so you're not a big fan of chokers then.
No, I don't like to be. I don't like to be led around on a leash. No.
Right.
Spock looks cool though. Spock looks like I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's got like a leather jacket thingy.
The Discovery has a good track record of like dark, black leathery kind of like outfits. Picard too. It's like their choice for this future look now, and black works with everything. If you really think
Right,
about it,
right,
I wear a
right.
lot of black because I'm, for one thing, colorblind, but not in the way that you think. Like I don't see
I didn't
grays.
know you were colorblind. Really?
Yeah, I can't see certain colors at certain times. It all depends on the shade, and it's not
Really?
it's there's a thing about color blindness that people don't realize that it's like there's a wide spectrum of ways you can be colorblind. My grandfather, for example, is like very colorblind. He's worse than me, but
Yeah. No, I had a friend one time who out of his right eye could see colors, but out of his left eye he would see black and white.
oh,
Oh,
I've never heard of that. I've known nobody I've not known anyone who is sees in grayscale or what they call it or like
Grayscale.
the funny thing about the darker it is, like I can't see the colors of cars in the nighttime. Say,
Okay.
I'm like it's almost impossible. It's like I don't know. Things have to be lit. Like TV shows and stuff, I can see the colors in more than if I actually went to the set and probably physically looked at it.
Really? Okay.
It's just I don't know. It's weird.
That's interesting.
I took a
Well,
bunch of tests. You can do your tests on YouTube and stuff, and you can do tests online.
yeah. Well, now that we're talking about eye ailments, I can't see in 3D.
oh. Well,
Um,
I can't
there's
see
like
anything without my contacts or my glasses.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh, but for some reason, did you tell me that one time?
I don't know, but I have
A lot of people
myopia,
need
so
glasses.
oh,
Oh,
mine is bad. I'm
Oh
like a
yeah.
wow.
-7. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My mother and well, actually, more of her sisters than her had really
Mm.
bad eyes. Like in the '80s, when you see the pictures of them, like their
Yeah.
glasses were Coke bottle thick.
Yep.
Like
Oh,
they had really bad nearsightedness, and now
That
like
is me.
they've all had LASIK and whatever. And
that's you. Okay.
That is me.
Have you ever have you ever thought about getting LASIK, Marcy?
So mine are so bad they don't recommend it.
Okay. Wow, that
Because
sucks.
yeah, it's like they don't want to mess with it. But like they don't want to do anything with the eye because it's like so stretched in this myopia way, in this
Oh my
really
God. It's
nearsighted
so
way. So not
okay.
really a good candidate for that. So I just wear glasses.
It's no big deal.
No, that's fine. I used to wear contacts, but now they kind of make my eyes feel dry in a couple hours, so it's not really worth putting them in. But
so
if I really
Marcelli,
need to, I do.
when you go to a movie, you can put the 3D glasses over your glasses.
Uh,
Do you do that, Marcy?
Uh,
I know
I
some people who just can't. They're like if they're wearing glasses, like I know I can't put the glasses over the glasses. It doesn't work for me.
um,
So
yeah,
uncomfortable.
I really don't. I think because my eyes are the way they are, it's really uncomfortable to go to a 3D movie. So I just refuse. Like it hurts my eyes. I end up like looking away from the screen to let them adjust and relax.
So
Um,
Marcelo, if
so
you
I
go
miss
to a
it.
3D movie, you can't see it.
nope. Nope.
I find a 3D effect doesn't work as well on me as other people claim. I'm like, that didn't look so good. I think part of it was like
Yeah,
if
I
they have
went
it
to
like low, you know, they have the bulbs at half mass in some
yeah.
theaters. I'm like, that's really not good to do with a 3D movie because then you have the dimming of the glasses, but certain movies like in IMAX will look very good in 3D. I remember Avatar was like, oh, this is what 3D is supposed to look like.
Mm.
Right.
It's like I was like, why am I not seeing it the way other people are? Like, and it's just the caliber of how it's presented, I suppose.
No, I went to go see what did I went to go see Guardians of the Galaxy 3 in 3D, and I was like, because I didn't know. I thought that we were just gonna go see it in IMAX, but when we almost walked in, the lady gave us 3D glasses, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta put this shit on my face.
And so when you're looking through the 3D glasses, it looks just 2D because if you didn't have the glasses on, it would look fuzzy with the double picture,
Yeah.
right?
No. If I take the glasses off, it'll look fuzzy.
Okay, but when you're with the glasses on, it just looks 2D.
Normal.
Right?
It looks
Yeah,
normal.
it looks normal. It looks normal.
It's
Oh,
funny.
it's really terrible.
It's funny
Yeah.
because
So-
when we went to our IMAX screening, it was in 3D, which I didn't prefer, but it was the only option I had for that time. Right?
Yeah.
We go in there. The 3D glasses weren't working, and then we're like, "Oh shit, it's not in 3D." And then the woman's like, "Yeah, it's gonna take a couple of minutes to reset and put on the extra projector." I'm like, "That's not the way it works. You ought to."
What? Oh my god.
Anyway, I
okay.
don't think she knew what she was talking about. And then she came back, and then she's like, "Actually, it's gonna take about 45 minutes to 45 to 50 minutes." To
Oh
set."
my
I'm like,
God.
"What?" And people were like,
No.
And then she's like, or we can just watch it in 2D IMAX.
Yeah, just
And
play the
nobody
movie.
responded. And then I put my thumb up, like, okay, yeah, okay.
Let's do it.
And every time I go to a movie, something wrong happens like that. And I swear to God, I've got a cupboard full of free passes.
Wow.
Because
Okay.
they just give you free passes every time that little thing goes
Yeah,
wrong.
wow. Yeah.
Our theater
No,
doesn't
but-
do that. Like we got there to watch what was it? The not Miss Marvel. Is it?
Oh, by the
Captain
way,
Oh,
my
Captain
episode's,
Marvel. Yeah.
my
and
episode's
like,
auto-starting. Should we pause it?
Yeah. Hold on. Give me a second.
okay.
I'll give you guys a time code. Just give me 1 second.
okay.
No, we're
but
in the
like
second
this-
episode now, right?
Mine
Yeah.
just started playing it. Should we just keep going, or I'm at
No,
22?
I don't want a
Okay,
commercial. Hold on. I'm yelling at the TV. Hold on.
Okay.
Why do you have a
No, I
commercial?
don't want the fucking. Oh my god, this is a cool commercial. Get up for the commercial. Sorry, guys. I'm
Oh,
freaking
you have the
out.
commercial version? Do they have
No,
commercials?
but they're running a commercial before the thing starts. But I have
That's
Paramount
strange.
without commercials. I don't know why it's giving me.
Why did you get a commercial? I didn't get one.
Are we going to
I don't
skip
know.
the recap on this one?
Yes, I'm gonna skip it. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Anyway, my story.
Okay. So
Go ahead, sorry, go ahead.
just real quick before you start your story, Marcy, the time code
It'll
for
never live
everybody.
up to this.
Sorry, the time code for everybody is 1 minute and 41 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, and we're going to start on a countdown here?
Okay. Yes. Okay. So after I start the countdown, once we start, Marcy, you can kick it off to your story because I was cutting you off when I was screaming over the commercial.
It's completely oversold now. It'll never live up to the hype.
We
No,
need to
but
hear the
what-
story now.
Okay,
We
but
need to.
we gotta hear the story. Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna start, and then we're gonna kick it over to you for the story. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Marcy. So what's your
Oh,
story?
right. Okay. So we started. We're there to watch Captain Marvel. And I don't know if you remember the beginning of the movie, but nobody says anything for 5 minutes. It's just like music and they're showing you stuff. And then like this guy walks down a hallway and he knocks on the door and everything looks perfect and sounds perfect. He knocks on the door and it's super garbled when they start talking. And it's like, what's going on? Well, the speaker at the center speaker that does like the voices, the dialogue was broken.
Oh my god.
So they stopped the movie. They're like, we're going to reset it. And we watched the whole first 5 minutes again. And we can't tell if it's like fixed or not. So we're all thinking they got it because they said they got it. Of course, they start talking and like it's
They didn't get
garbled
it.
again.
Mm.
So they make us move to a different theater. So we all get up. Everyone loses because it's not like an assigned seat thing. So you lose your spot. We're in a new room. We watch the first 5 minutes again. And then it's not garbled. and then everyone starts clapping and cheering because they're so excited, and so we missed the dialogue because of that. Anyway, it was just a mess. So I didn't know until I watched it later on Blu-ray what that whole scene was about.
Okay. Okay. Well, no, actually, no. But that was not that. That was actually a good story. That was.
No free passes though.
Yeah. I mean, look, Marcy. I mean, you think me not seeing 3D is the awful thing? I'm like, no, because I don't even like 3D.
All right.
Yeah, it's
Well,
overrated. Yeah.
it is. It's totally overrated. What about like daily life? Does it is it a huge issue like that you've run into, or you
No.
pretty much gotten used to it and you're
No.
operating?
No. I mean, that's the only thing that my eyes. I mean, my eyes are not the best, but they're not that bad either. I could probably see better than you can.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, now that you told me that you can't see shit without your glasses, I know I can see better than
Now
you
you're
can.
bragging.
Okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
no,
I'm
joking.
no. I'm sorry, Marcy. I
What do you
love
think of
you.
this split screen here? This is funny. Are we at the split
I
screen now?
uh yeah
Saru. It's okay. Now they're building they're building
yeah
the suit, which is
yeah
ridiculous.
yeah they're really in the suit. I never liked the split screen.
It always
Oh,
reminds me of the Hulk.
Yeah, the Hulk show. But to go back to what you said, Marcy, the fact that I can't see 3D doesn't impact my normal life at all.
Okay.
Um,
That's really good.
yeah, because I don't
so
watch.
you can see colors well. Like
Yes.
you're not colorblind anyway. I
Nope.
find that they say that's happens a lot in men, and it's usually like my mother's and my father's side have it, and it's just the men.
Oh, on both
Really?
sides of your family? Oh, you
Yeah,
didn't stand a chance.
Yeah,
and
you didn't stand a chance, man.
and sometimes I can confuse purple with pink. I can confuse red with orange. I can confuse. In some cases, I can confuse blue with purple.
Wow, blue. Okay.
Red, pink. Like just any color that's close to another color.
Right.
I can be like, is that one or the other? I can't tell. It looks like a perfect mixture of them both.
Right. Okay.
And
Yeah, I mean,
sometimes pink is gray. Some pinks are like I'll think something is gray. I'm like that's pink. I'm like what?
yeah,
That's pink.
yeah. I mean, I
I
mean,
know
there's a
pink.
lot.
I know the look of pink though. I know what red looks like. I know what blue looks like. It's just in reality, I could be looking at something. It's people are like, how can you know? I'm like, well, it's like you ever see that movie Mask, where Laura Dern is the blind girl, and Rocky
No.
Dennis explains colors to her through hot and
Really?
cold rocks. He's like, this is
Oh.
blue and it's cold, and this is red and it's hot.
Okay.
Anyway, you get what I'm saying.
No, I mean,
Maybe.
yeah. No, I mean, I've gone through my life without being able to do a lot of stuff. And the fact that I can't see 3D is like the least
It's the
thing
least of
that
your
I can't
problems.
do. Yeah. So I was like,
Well, you have 20/20 vision.
yeah,
And you can see, that's all.
yeah.
3D is a gimmick. It's
3D
funny
is a
how it came back though. It only came back like probably
the
like 20
Avatar.
years ago now. It's been a while since it's come back. But when it came back, it was like, oh, this is a thing again. I thought this was like a throwback.
Yeah.
Those.
No, but Avatar, 3D is just a waste of time.
Yeah, some movies are really good at utilizing it. For example, Drive Angry with Nicolas Cage and Amber Heard is a great example of a movie that kind of like throws things at the camera and shit like that,
Right.
right? Jason Part 3, or what is it called?
Jason
Friday
Goes
the
to Manhattan?
13th. No, Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D.
Oh, okay.
What's another one? An old school 3D
Avatar?
movie. No, an old school one.
Oh,
Maybe there hasn't been that many.
sorry guys. Been a long day.
Oh, Dread from 2012, which I
I think
regretted
it-
not seeing in 3D because in 2D it looks like it's 3D. It's such a like the slow motion scenes with the sparkles and stuff. That's like
Yeah.
it's so pretty but so gruesome at the same time. Dread is an underrated film. 2012's Dread
Oh, cool. Oh,
is a.
Eh,
It is one of the best action movies of the century so far. It is really.
hey,
quite
Marcy, you
good.
know what?
What's that?
I was actually thinking, like, I just realized that by me picking like 2 episodes in one shot, I'm
Mhm.
really interested to see what the hell you're gonna do with the thumbnail.
Yeah,
Cause, I picked 2 random episodes. So what are you gonna do?
it's true.
This was
Yeah, I got it.
directed by Olatunde Osusami.
Yeah, this. I mean,
He's
all
a
due
good
respect,
director. I
but
like his stuff. I didn't.
yeah, but
His
the thing,
style is he has a style.
yeah,
It's JJ but reserved.
no,
I'm
but you
sorry, I
know
don't mean to
what?
knock on JJ.
No, it's okay. No, but
See, this is crazy. Like, look at all this stuff. I mean, this is a lot of digital
yeah,
stuff going on
this
here.
is
Maybe too
insane.
much.
Yeah, no, this is
This
like
is
overkill.
insane. What the hell? Just
No,
imagine
but
this in TOS times, like in a TOS episode. Well, I could never do it for one thing. This is
no,
the whole advantage of digital effects is that you can just go crazy.
yeah, no, but
Not to say that it's easy to do. I'm
I
just saying,
I really look. All due respect to the director of this episode, but I don't like him as a director because I feel that he cannot keep the camera still. It's like Jesus Christ, man,
I know, I
keep
know.
the
But that's Discovery style. That's the style of the show.
yeah,
Even
yeah, yeah.
Jonathan Frakes has talked about on podcasts and stuff how, like, you got to play ball with what they're doing. It's not like you
Right,
just come in and
right,
put the camera on. He talked about that, and like you see in his episodes, he puts the
still,
camera on a tripod more, or it's not even about camera on a tripod. It's just shaky cam
yeah. I
becomes
don't.
very irritating for people. I totally understand
Yeah,
it because I'm light
no,
sensitive, and all this flashy stuff it doesn't do me any good. And this stupid view screen. Their
yeah,
screens
but
are so
off.
stupid because they're translucent.
So
Every
stupid.
screen that they read on or look at a person on has like all kinds of stuff going on the back. How could you read anything for one thing? But anyway,
So this is one of my biggest complaints. Why would you give up technology like we have now with a crystal clear display and be like, I want it to be fuzzy? At what point does that happen in humanity?
Yeah,
Give
I
me the
have no.
fuzzy.
Give
it's
me the
crazy
fuzzy
because
screen.
in Picard season 3, when they show the
I don't know.
Enterprise D view screen, it's just like you're looking at other people on the
Yeah,
other side that are really there. That was the whole point. Like, it was so clear and crisp. There was no like flashing information. There's
yeah,
no translucency. If you wanted to see like the exterior shot of space, like view or off, and
right,
there you go. It wasn't like you needed to see the
right.
background all the time. It's weird.
Yeah, yeah,
And
but this
touching the
scene,
air, nobody's going to be doing that ever in human history. Nobody will ever be touching the air like they do in science fiction. Minority Report started that, by the way.
yeah, no, but
Which it worked in that movie, though. It
I
worked.
think, but I think Minority Report took a lot of influence for what like the iPad was going to be because a lot of like I mean, if you watch
Iron Man
Minority
took a lot
Report,
of influence from that movie too.
yeah, yeah,
But I can understand manipulating holograms in like a holographic form, like visualizing things like Tony Stark does in those movies
right,
makes sense. But just with me and like tapping on air and looking at information on a transparent screen is just really, it's just visually for like what this guy's doing, like this straight up like thing that you could cut your arm on if you walk past it.
right,
It's just
right.
standing up, and it's like what is that?
Guys,
TNG had the right idea where everything was kind of like at an incline, and people could like the front people.
yeah, guys, this is like everything that's happening right now is like too much.
Talking
Like,
too much. I'm sorry.
no, it's no, no. I'm not thinking that you're talking about. But I just want to say real quick, like this is like too much information. All the action that's going on right now.
Yeah, it's like really crazy.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's a little bit. It's a little bit too much. It's like no, but it's so much so that you don't really understand the dynamics of where everybody is until
Hmm.
there.
But look at all the explosions that are going off in the ship every 2 seconds. How are the shields not failing? How are they not dead 10 times over?
Yeah, how are they not? I mean, look at that. They're getting nailed.
From a visual effects standpoint, it is very detailed, and especially on Paramount Plus, as opposed to Crave. looks way better. Like so, you can really see the
Yeah, yeah.
detail.
So PJ, did you end up signing up again?
Yes, I had to I had to watch this episode.
Right, right, right.
And then besides, I want to watch the rest of Family Stallone. And I'm giving Paramount Plus more chances now because they're
Good.
putting out content I like. Beavis and Butthead. I
Yeah.
like to just
Oh,
turn off my brain completely and just watch
yeah.
that show.
No, actually, I pay for Paramount Plus for a year every year.
I should get. You know what? If they keep going the way they're going, like making stuff that I prefer to watch, and put more of modern
Stuff.
Trek on it, so I can watch it in its intended quality. I hate to keep knocking Crave, but they suck. Some shows look really good on it. It's just weird.
You
They have
know,
different edits. Like in America, like they have a thing, and then in Canada they have it on Crave, and it's like missing a caption,
that
different
is
shot of
so.
the Enterprise D, like alternate shots and stuff. I'm like, what's the point of that? It makes no
That is
sense.
so weird.
We're not so
So
international. We're North America. Come on, like
right, right. So this is a really weird thing to bring up during a Star Trek stream, but Marcy is so. How excited is your husband for like Ahsoka? Because I know he's a Star Wars guy.
Oh yeah. Uh Honestly, we have not done well watching the Disney Plus shows.
Really?
We are still working our way through The Mandalorian.
Okay.
So I kind of just wish they would give us a movie because I feel like we're getting all this Star Wars homework, and it's
Homework.
like, and it's so much. Like we were like, okay, we're gonna do The Mandalorian. We've been keeping up with The Mandalorian, but then it's like we didn't do that one Rogue One spinoff, which I was actually really excited about. But then we watched it.
Andor.
Andor. Yeah.
Andor, yeah. We were really excited. And then we watched it and it was like, this is really gritty and that's fine. And that's some people, they love that. That's great.
You didn't like it.
We didn't like it. We like fun
Okay.
Star Wars. And so
We
both
like
of us
fun
were
Star
just
Wars.
like, I don't really want my dark with my Star Wars, you know?
I think Andor is the best thing Disney Plus has ever put out,
See,
movie or
some
TV
people love
wise.
it.
But
Yeah.
I do understand it's a little joyless.
Right.
Yeah.
It's that can wear on people. They have some kind of like they try with the little robot.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but
It's kind of
know-
cute, and it's like okay, that's in the spirit of Star Wars.
No,
And
but-
there's some
know,
alien
I-
stuff, but it's really like Stellan Skarsgård is really good. I mean,
yeah.
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 it's good stuff. But Mandalorian is good too. I don't know why people are knocking that. Even the third season, which people are like, eh. I'm like,
No, I mean,
I don't think it
we're-
was that bad. I think it was
We're still going to
decent.
get through. We're definitely going to keep going with Mandalorian as we have time. But
Right.
yeah, I just I wish they would just give us a movie and you know.
That's it.
You're definitely not gonna watch Boba Fett, I suppose.
Well, we did watch the one because it was basically like the third season of The Mandalorian before we had the third
Okay,
season.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Amanda's
we
episode.
watched Kenobi. I actually loved Kenobi. I thought that was really good.
Okay.
Yeah, so
See,
we'll
that's
watch.
one that I think failed a bit. I think it peaked in
Yeah.
episode 3 with that Darth Vader fight, and then the fire he drags him through the fire. I'm like, oh, if this is what's happening in episode 3, then I can't wait. And then nothing got that good ever again. But I do know a
Okay.
lot of people in real life who are like Obi-Wan is the favorite one, more than Mandalorian, more than Boba Fett. Like they really
No,
love that one.
Yeah. No, the main
Yeah.
reason.
Ewan McGregor is great though. How can you not love Ewan McGregor?
Oh, I know, right?
No, the main reason why I mentioned your husband, there's a reason to all this. There's a point
Okay.
to all this madness. I was thinking about doing like a screening of like a couple episodes of Ahsoka, and I was thinking. I mean, I know you guys have other obligations, but I was thinking it'd be really cool if you could join us with that one.
Yeah, we'll have to figure something out so we can both be on.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to do a pre-recorded stream, if that makes it easier.
Oh yeah, something like that. Yeah, we'll have to figure it out. It would be fun.
Yeah, 'cause
He's
it'll
way
be-
funnier than I am. I mean, you'll see.
Bullshit. No, you're great. but I'm biased, so it's okay. Yeah, I mean, it's been said, folks, and I promise we'll get back to Star Trek in a second, but it's been said that I'm probably one of your biggest fans, other than your husband and your mother. So
Yep, that is probably true. Yep, no
So-
lie.
yeah, so having the two of us on the stream together, I think is gonna be fun for you. This is a great shot, by the way. When she just says "Let's go," it's so good.
Lower the shields in 5, 4. Am I synced up? No.
Yeah,
3, 2, 1.
there it goes.
This is a crazy moment.
Yeah. See, this is insane. Look at all that stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's like,
But you know what?
I admire the technical artistry of it. I just think, like, from a direction standpoint, somebody should have said, like, let's tone it down a bit.
Yeah,
Like,
let's
Jesus,
tone it
Mom,
down.
like, I can't see. I'm a light sensitive person. When
I can't focus.
when I watch something and it has that warning, I have to be on my guard because sometimes I have to close my eyes because it really, I don't know what it does. It doesn't. My father's side are a lot of can't even say the word.
Epileptics?
Epileptics. And they've had seizures and stuff. And I've never. I've been
Okay,
tested
good for
for
you.
it though. But I was tested for it because I told them that I'm very light sensitive. Like flashing lights really bother me, or like
Good for you.
or
Well, you
like
never had one.
even like hyper edit. You know, these kind of editing for people who have low attention spans. Where it's like we can't keep on a shot for more than a second or more than 2 seconds. Like it has to be cut. The camera always has to be moving. That grates on me too. Like you talk about, Marcelo, the camera can't stop moving. Like keep it still for a second. Picard does that really well. Picard is really well shot. For as much as I don't like season 1 and 2, they frame things well.
Yeah.
And they don't mess around in terms of, all this stuff they do on Discovery, all these elaborate camera movements. It takes up a significant amount of time. Like people don't understand how long it takes up to set up a shot of a circle of people talking, the camera moving around, even though there's edits.
Yeah. No, but that's the other thing that people don't understand. Do you know how difficult it is to even just record a conversation on set between 3 people, and you want to do all this freaking camera movement?
How many times do you see a modern show, especially the ones that all do this widescreen thing now? Some shows do it, very few, but
Right.
like where you actually have a still shot and actors act within a frame for a certain period of time, maybe more than a minute.
That never
It's
happens.
almost never, but you've seen it in cinema for years, and even in TV shows. Like look at Twin Peaks. Like you have moments like where it's like the camera's just there and you're just watching these weirdos, like just do their thing for however many minutes and few cuts.
That show traumatized me.
Oh, that's a sad. That has some of the most genuinely scary moments in any TV show that you'll ever watch. Yes,
Twin Peaks is awesome.
Oh, terrifying.
No, but yeah,
The
no,
music.
in 25 years.
Yeah.
And she
The
screams.
music I could listen to all day long.
Dun, dun,
No.
dun, 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 dun.
yeah, yeah. No, but you're right. No, especially.
It's such a moody show, and it's strangely relaxing at times. Isn't it weird? How
It is very odd.
No, but the I mean, just real quick about Twin Peaks, like the first scene of the pilot of Twin Peaks is gut wrenching because you find Laura Palmer on the beach, spoilers, and then you get to see everybody's reaction, and you see the reaction of our best friend in the classroom, and she just fucking loses it.
But these violent visions you get of Laura Palmer, and who's the killer guy with the long hair keeps showing up?
Yeah, I don't remember.
He
And
possessed,
the only
he possessed the
reason-
dad, and the dad assaulted the daughter.
The only
in the
reason I
prequel.
watched it was because that TV show Psych made like a parody of it, and so I got a totally different impression because it's a comedy. Like Psych is a comedy, so I was like, "This is going to be great." And I start watching. I was like, "This is nothing like Psych."
Twin Peaks: The
Such a bait and
Return. Have
switch.
you seen that one?
No.
I love it because it's a third. It's like it's just the third season of Twin
Is it
Peaks.
third season?
But the way it approaches the characters and where they're at now is just so like David Lynchian, matter of fact. Like here's so and so, and like you see things for what you think
What
are
they really
is
are.
no apparent reason, and there's like this really fucked up supernatural element to it. And Laura Palmer comes back, and they do this time travel paradox stuff. and
What?
It's crazy. It's like
Wait a minute,
wow.
wait a minute,
You will
wait a
never.
minute,
Like,
wait a-
it's a
wait a
rare.
minute.
It's a rare thing to see a season.
Wait a minute.
be
Wait a
as
minute, Laura.
creepy and as weird and as good as the previous two.
Wait a minute, Laura Palmer comes back.
I mean, yes, I not in the way that you think. It's not coming back
Okay.
from the dead. It deals
Okay.
with like flashbacks and time travel. You know
Oh,
how there's like
flashbacks and
there's
time
that
travel.
red room again, and then there's like
Right.
there's different versions of Cooper.
Okay,
It's
cool.
all very like surreal and just
Yeah, well,
it's more out. It's 10 times more out there than the first two seasons, but it still is like this is feels like very much the same show.
Yeah,
It's just everybody's so much older.
Yeah, the one thing I love about Twin Peaks is Agent Cooper, and
my
his
God.
obsession with coffee.
Yes.
I understand that part.
Unfortunately,
Of course you do.
I've only seen the show once, and they removed it from Crave, and I haven't been able to rewatch it. I'm like, I'm gonna
Really?
rewatch all that.
Wow.
And like for whatever reason, I guess it's demand. See, I guess nobody was watching it. They're like David Lynch TV show, huh? People coming up now. They're like, huh? I don't know. I'm not gonna bother with that. They watched 5 minutes of it, and they're confused, and they're like, okay, no, none of this. You gotta stick with it, folks.
You remind me so much. I knew a PJ when I lived in Florida, and he was a really nerdy guy too, and he was the first person I met who was like so into Star Wars. He was like, and this was like back during the VHS days. He was like, I took my recording of Star Wars, the originals, and then I put it out with like the remade ones, that like George Lucas started the first time he started messing with them. And it was like, and I played them side by side so I could see exactly the differences. And I was like, that's awesome.
God.
Who would take the time to do that?
That sounds like a
crazy.
nerdy guy.
Actually, you know what?
Yep.
That's funny because me and Starfleet Sohail, we did these Discovery watch-alongs on my channel for 1, 2, and 3. I think we got through. I can't remember now. But when we were doing them, we discovered that there's different versions because the sync would always go out of sync.
Really?
I'm like, why are we watching the same episode of a TV show and it keeps going out of sync? Canada on Crave has a different edit. Like I said before, the commercial breaks in Paramount Plus, which is like the American version that I'm watching, has a pause, like a black screen. Crave, it just cuts. It just instantly cuts between like so-called commercial breaks that you would, if it was on CTV Sci-Fi, those would be the spots that would break.
Wow.
But it's funny because even captions are gone. Like in Lower Decks, there's a caption that says so many weeks later in an episode. It's completely absent in the Canadian version. Also, in Picard season 3, it opens when I get the Paramount Plus version of Picard season 3, right? I'll see the differences, but it starts off in the 25th century ... and then it cuts to space in that song.
Yeah.
And the Crave version, it's just a black screen, and then it fades to space, and like there's no caption at all. And in the finale of Picard season 3, there are alternate shots of the Enterprise D.
Oh wow!
What?
It's really strange.
No, but why would?
I think only one or two, maybe only one. But I know one. Somebody on YouTube actually pointed it out. Like, I'm like, oh shit, that's different from the version I watched. But anyway.
No, but why would you do something like that?
By the way, that was who's the makeup artist on this show? He just played that Klingon dude, Greg. No.
Greg something? I have no idea.
Neville Page and other guy.
Other guy.
Do the makeup on this show. Neville Page.
Yeah, we should watch some Twin Peaks later on.
Oh, absolutely not. I will not be joining.
There's no way to get it here. Isn't that messed up?
Yeah,
I can't even buy it.
Really?
I can't. I think the only place maybe theoretically every time I've not been able to find something, it's usually on Apple Plus, like for purchase somehow.
Mm-hmm.
The Last Dragon is a movie that I love, that I wanted to get, and I was like, it's not. You can't even buy it on YouTube or nothing. You can't do it anywhere here. Only place Apple.
Wow.
Yeah, not even one episode, Marcy. Not even one.
I am so traumatized.
Really?
Yes. I
So
just
nobody's okay.
I
Okay.
really want
Okay.
nothing to do with it.
Remember
But
that?
don't let that stop you. Like feel free.
No,
Who
it's
was the
okay.
killer dude with the long hair, the long gray hair? He kept
I don't
showing up
know.
as a
I
ghost.
can't remember.
Anyway, killer dude. There's a shot in Laura Palmer's mother's, or her, I guess her mother's house. She's gone now. But in the living room, and it's a static shot, completely still, and you see this Ted. I think his name. I'll just call him Ted. Ted the killer is like crawling toward the camera, and he's like crawling over the fur toward the camera. It's
Oh.
scary, dude. There's a compilation. I don't know if it's still on YouTube. They probably
Oh.
maybe took it down. It was a really good compilation of the scariest moments. Compilation of the scariest moments of Twin Peaks.
Oh no!
It
Thank
doesn't
you.
include the third season.
No,
I'm
thank
like,
you.
oh my god, it's so good. It is actually frightening.
Yeah.
To see it all together. It's insane.
Yeah. No, but I know I will never suggest that we watch Twin Peaks on the show because I already
There's not
have
a hell
enough.
of a lot of it though. It's not.
Yeah, I know, but I like to keep my crew together. As Marcy can attest, she knows this.
Yeah, we do our best.
And yeah, and unless I mean, even this stream, like it was hard to put together because people had like different schedules. So,
Yeah. It's
but
gotten
but
complicated.
but at this point, I had to go because I was like, I really want to do a stream, so I just
Can
have
we
to
just
go.
talk about the dialogue that's being said here? It's the
Yeah.
Sure.
worst fucking dialogue
It's the
Discovery has
worst.
ever come up with.
It's the
Just this
worst.
exchange, this whole exchange, to the point where it gets to the big action, then it gets to the yum yum. There's like the chef's kiss of like schlock.
of evil of bad dialogue.
Oh god, your data? So many fun ways to answer that question. It's like, oh, who wrote this? An AI? Probably Control wrote this episode. You don't know.
No, Alex and Michelle Paradise wrote this.
Oh, here's the kicker.
Wow.
Admiral Cornwall's completely unnecessary, illogical death. It's like, how do we get an
They
emotional?
needed to get rid of her. That was all
Yeah,
that was.
yeah, they had to get rid of her.
We don't want to pay you anymore.
Mm.
Goodbye.
But you know what? She was.
They could have
really
done it
good.
in a different way, though. This is really
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I didn't
what?
like this either.
Yeah, but you know what? I really liked Admiral Cornwall. She was awesome.
I think the show didn't like her ever since she didn't know that Lorca was not really Lorca. I don't know. I just felt like they were judging her for that.
I
moment.
found her role in season 1 really good, and when she's like in bed with Lorca that time, and she's looking at the scars on his back, and she starts to, does she piece it together after? She realizes at a point, and then he's like, "You can do nothing about it," or something. I don't know.
Right,
Yeah.
I gotta rewatch that.
But I feel like the show never forgave her for sleeping with him, which I thought was really, I don't know.
She was a good admiral.
Yeah.
She's been through
she
a
was
lot.
a good admiral.
Speaking about somebody who's going through a lot, like I actually thought he was gonna die. I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna kill him.
It would have been
Like that would have been like, holy shit, they actually did it. And Anthony Rapp's like, no, I'm done. But in Star Trek, guess what? You can always come. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if somebody
Especially
dies.
if you're
No, it's
Data.
No, it's like that.
Especially if you're Data.
It's like that. It's like when Mariner said to Boimler, when Boimler said, "Do you guys realize Shax is back?" And Mariner says, "Oh, they come back all the time."
Yeah. And she's not wrong.
That's another thing we gotta do. We gotta watch some Lower Decks, guys.
Yeah. That's my husband's favorite Star Trek. Lower Decks.
Really?
Yep.
I love Lower Decks. You know this.
Yes. Yeah. No, he would.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for Lower Decks, we wouldn't actually know each other right now.
That's true.
Thank you, Mike McMahon. Woo woo. Sorry. I'll never forget that first drawing.
I think Wilson
That was
Cruz
so
tries his best, but I don't think this material is. I don't know what it is. People's like, I've heard people criticize people who criticize Discovery's emotional moments and how they don't click for some people.
Well,
And
I
even when Burnham and Spock are like, "I love you," and there's tears in the eyes, and I'm not. It's no criticism of the acting. The acting is outstanding. The material doesn't connect with me. It doesn't. It For one thing, you've already irritated the hell out of me throughout the entire 2-run episode with like
irritated me.
so many visual things. I'm literally looking away because I just like like boom, 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 boom. See, slow it down here. This is good stuff coming up here.
That's good.
Like this, the way they do this
It's great.
is really, this is sci-fi visuals at its best. Even though
Goodness, look at
I
that.
don't like the
Wormhole!
package. This is good, very good effects.
Wormhole!
It's trippy, dude.
It's an Inception wormhole. Look. This is
This
really
reminds
good
me of
stuff.
Under the Skin, mixed with
Yeah.
2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
see, that-
it's
that kind of
very,
fla-
that shot right there is very 2001.
That
Yeah.
kind of visual flashiness done
Bothers
in that
you, right?
manner doesn't bother me in the least. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's just when there's, because it's not going to go on for very long for one thing, but it's an interesting. That's a practical thing that they did with her. Can't remember how they achieved that effect, but
Yeah, this is
the
really
real sparks
cool.
going off there. To get the reflections and what's that movie? Chris Nolan, Interstellar. There's a bit of that there too.
Yeah. No, but you know what? It's like she's getting pulled by a string. I really like it.
It's a good. I like interesting. Like this is a bit too flashy here, and I was like, okay, they cut it out. They didn't go too long with it. And this kind of, maybe this is overkill right here. Like
Yeah,
this
no, here's where
particular effect
she's-
shot is like way too much. Like,
Yeah, here's where she's putting all the alerts and all the signs. Look, one.
that little dot.
The dots, the markers.
People have criticized about the signals at the beginning of the season. Like, how are people all over the place seeing these things? With the amount of time light has to travel certain distances and whatnot.
Right.
And
But you know,
they forget that there's subspace. There's way to detect things light years away through subspace instantly. Like you,
yeah, but I would.
but the
I
fact that
would
they
just-
visually show it on the screen is a little bit inaccurate. They should be like, this is what they should look like, as opposed to like we're just looking at the sky and we're seeing it at every point in the galaxy.
No, but
That
you
makes
know, but
that's a little nonsensical.
no, but you know what I would say to that? I would say, guys, just shut up. It's science fiction. Shut up. No. You know, sometimes Star Trek fans and Star Wars fans, they complain about too much.
Do you think this was influenced by Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey? Not Bogus Journey, Excellent Adventure, where they do the predestination paradox kind of deal, where they go back and do the thing that
maybe.
they needed in the present. Like, I'm gonna go into the future and put the key right here. And it's like that kind
Maybe.
of thing.
But
It's just,
but still,
it's just a silly
yeah, but still, this is a great sequence. I think.
visually. Yeah, too much flashiness though toward the end.
And this stupid shit.
This is a good. This turns into a pretty interesting fight scene when they have to do they have their actually rotating set, and like they do a fight like on the walls and then on the ceiling and stuff.
Like a,
I actually like
a
this fight scene. It's pretty good.
Inception.
There you go.
Oh,
If they're gonna do like a dramatic season finale fight scene, I'm glad they did it. Like they went through the trouble of
rotating
having the
set.
building the rotating set, and like let's
Right.
do a thing in the sequence. Confined space, it works. It's like Electric Boogaloo. Was it Dancing Electric Boogaloo Part 2?
Dancing Electric Boogaloo.
Where the guy like he starts dancing, and then he starts dancing on his bedroom wall, and then he starts dancing on his bedroom ceiling. It's actually
my
a
God,
rotating
okay.
set, which actually inspired A Nightmare on Elm Street, the rotating set
Right.
for the girl who gets killed.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Give it that. Michelle Yeoh is like, she's always good at fighting and stunts. Police
Yeah.
Story 3,
Yeah.
I
The
believe.
first movie.
No, it wasn't her first movie.
No,
Jesus
but
Christ, no.
no, that was
She's been in movies like where I've seen her where she's really young, but
What was her first movie then? If it wasn't Police Story 3.
look up fight scenes of Michelle Yeoh and you'll see some classic like stunts and fights that are just crazy,
Pretty
like
cool.
brutal. Like you can't imagine the actors not
Yeah.
getting fucked up on these stunts.
Yeah.
Like she does a
Actually,
bike stunt on a train in like an actual real bike stunt on a train in Police Story 3 that's like unbelievable.
Yeah.
She was in Tomorrow Never Dies. She did a lot of good stunts in those.
Yeah, Michelle Yeoh is actually my second favorite Bond girl.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, which popularized
Another good one.
kind of anti-gravity fighting that became popular in movies in the early 2000s, like Romeo Must Die and stuff like that, where people kind of hover in the air, and like kind of float when they were fighting.
Yeah. Kind
Kill
of
Bill
float.
did that. Kill Bill utilized that kind of technique,
Yep.
which is all inspired by Japanese cinema.
I was about to say, I think it's older than that.
Oh yeah, you can see some old Japanese samurai movies where like they cut off a dude's arm, and it's like a fountain, and you're like, oh, that's where Tarantino got that from.
Yeah.
Like if you didn't see it before, you know.
But I was thinking because the next person up to choose in my little watchline group is Marcy. So Marcy, do you have any idea what we're gonna watch next month?
Oh, I
You have
didn't
no
realize I
idea.
was up next. No,
You're up next.
we're watching another K-drama.
Oh, really? No, but you know what? But seriously, if you want to do that, okay.
You're like, you're out of the group.
No, that's okay. No, that's okay. But that's funny. It's like, you know what? I should because I'm like you're kind of thinking to yourself, do I really want to do this to him again?
Yeah, I think I do. I think this time though, instead, because last time I was trying to prove like what great like action scenes and stuff they have now, but this time I think we're just gonna go full romance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll just like totally go a
Alright.
different direction.
All right. Well, it's your choice. You know, whatever you want to do.
You're like,
we can
please no, please no.
do. Your choice. We can.
You have a month to figure out how to get me out of the group before that.
Why would I want to do that? First of all,
To avoid your face.
second of all, I work with you on other stuff. So do you know how uncomfortable that would be? Huh?
Oh my goodness.
No, but can you comprehend how uncomfortable our relationship would be and the other shit that we do together?
It would be fine. I would understand. No, I'll try to think of something that's not in Korean. It will be difficult though.
There's a lot of stuff out there, Marcy. There's a lot of stuff.
I'm sure there is. I just don't watch it.
Yeah.
Remember when
Yeah,
so many
'cause-
people predicted that Burnham was the Red Angel? And then they did a switch on us. They're like, no, but her mother is the Red Angel. But it was like, no, but really, Michael is the Red Angel.
Yeah.
The Red Angel suit is one of the most ridiculous pieces of technology I've ever seen in any sci-fi. They're taking the Marvel idea of anything goes. See, what Marvel does is they present technology in a way where it's like, fuck it, we don't care what you think about like how this makes any sense. Like by Avengers Endgame, like you can just touch a button and suits, like in all the Marvel movies now, they just touch a button or they touch their
Right.
clothes or something and the whole suit just appears like magic because it's
Right,
like
like
nanotech.
magic.
Ever since you know Black Panther introduced the nanotech element
Tony
of it.
Stark did it.
But now it's just so magical. It makes no. But Star Trek can't do that. It's not. that's not Star Trek's arena. Star Trek is more like has always been. Let's try to take as grounded an approach to these fantastical stories as
as
possible.
we can. Yeah.
But here it's just like a suit that can time travel, that can move a church from the
That can
21st
move with you.
century across the galaxy for some inexplicable reason and plant it
How?
perfectly and have the civilization there. And anyway, it doesn't make any sense. It's all gobbledygook.
Yeah.
I like the characters though. I really like. I still love Discovery, and not
Yeah.
love, but like. I like
no,
it.
I really, no, I really love Discovery. I
You could say I
really,
love Prodigy. Prodigy is a very like. It's a well told story, and it makes.
yeah. I mean, look.
For a kid, for
there's
I know it's a kid show, and some stuff is weird. Like why aren't they using transporters in certain parts? It's like it makes no sense, but I can get over that. It's a generally good story. It's 20 episodes of a good Star
Yeah.
Trek story. It's pretty engaging.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I don't think Discovery is perfect, but I will make no ends, apologies for it. I love Discovery.
You know what's funny? I wasn't really interested in Space Jam 2 because I don't know anything about LeBron James. I
Space
knew
Jam
a
2
lot
is
more about Michael
awful.
Jordan, so I loved the first Space Jam. But I was like, I don't know anything about LeBron James. And
It's
the only
awful.
cool thing about that movie was like they were going to convert him to 3D and like at the basketball game, and you get to see all these little Warner Brothers cameos in the movie and stuff. That was the only thing. But then like Sonequa Martin Green plays his wife. She's not in the movie enough, unfortunately.
Yeah, but she's hardly in the movie.
But I love seeing her pop up and stuff. It brings me joy. There was one, and I hate it when I have to turn the movie off because it sucks. But Space Jam 2, I watched all the way through. There was another movie on Netflix, some Christmas movie. I'm like, I'm gonna watch this. It stars Sonequa Martin Green, this other guy.
She was in.
And dude, I'm like, I love you, Sonequa, but you gotta be in some better movies. She was really good in The Walking Dead. People kind of overlooked that, like that she was quite good in that, and her. I won't spoil anything, but how her character
Ends.
ends is one of the best. I'll
Endings.
just say deaths on the show. I know you can pretty much assume she died. She wasn't in the show very long, but yeah, her death is just so good.
I've heard that before. But didn't she die in that so she could be in Discovery?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I'm pretty sure like she got the job,
And she had a,
and the Walking Dead people were just cool with it, and were like, "Well, we'll make it good," and
We'll make it
they
good.
really did. They I won't say what happened, but it's good. It's one of the more memorable moments of that show, and it's heart wrenching. Like it is dark and gloomy and depressing, but it is one of the highlights of that show. But it's gonna. I want to see her now that the show's ending. Like, what can
She's
she
gonna-
do? She has a
she's
range. She
gonna-
showed every bit of her range in this series.
yeah, she's
Every
gonna,
bit.
she's gonna make her directorial debut pretty soon.
And have you ever noticed in real life, she's always like so pleasant, and
Yeah.
Oh,
like so
she
full
seems
of like.
so sweet.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
everybody said that, and like nobody's ever said a bad word about her,
Yeah. She's
unless there are people who are hating on
Sure.
her because she plays a character that they don't like, which is stupid. You can hate a character all you want, but like you start, this actress is or this actor is a piece of garbage because I'm angry about the show. It's like, whoa, that's weird. Like even Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, people are like, what do you think of them? I'm like, I think nothing of them. I don't care what they do, and
I mean,
I don't care if I watch a movie with Amber Heard in it. I don't care if I watch a movie with Johnny Depp in it. Is it a good movie? Don't care. They're
No, I
they're not
mean-
controversial enough for anybody to really give a shit.
Yeah. I mean, look. I
Pun intended. Oh,
when it comes to Amber Heard
sorry.
and Johnny Depp, just
she
real
shit in
quickly.
his bed, by the way. Anyway,
Yeah. I don't care.
I don't even care. Like if I saw her in real life, I'd be like, "Oh my God, you're Amber Heard. Can I get a selfie?" I wouldn't be like, "Oh, if you
You vindictive
you've
little
been dragged
shrew.
through the mud by the media, therefore I hate you. Like that's a weird thing to do with people.
No, but the thing is, no, but here's the thing. I don't give a shit about Amber Heard or Johnny Depp's personal life. I just care about if they're good actors. And to me,
Sexual
they're
predators
good
offend me.
actors.
Like if Star Trek the motion picture,
What?
Decker, the dude who plays Decker is
Oh, that thing, yeah.
and it's like and Kevin
Yeah.
Spacey, like one of my favorite movies is Glengarry Glen Ross. Al
Uh-huh.
Pacino and oh my god, what's the old guy's name? Jack
Jack Lemon?
Lemmon and Al Pacino, Kevin Spacey, Alec Baldwin. And it's weird to see like what certain actors have gone through and the controversy in their life, and watch old movies with like two guys who like currently are ousted. Alex, I was gonna say Alex Trebek, Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin is. People are like seem to be forgiving him because they know it wasn't his fault, and
Yeah.
I just find it very nefarious that people are like he's a murderer. He intended to kill her. Like you're
No, he
really
didn't.
out of your fucking mind if like you're going there. You don't know anything about this man, this circumstance. If you actually look at the facts, you see it was a very tragic accident. Somebody certainly was at fault, but like it's just a weird, odd situation. Remember Brandon Lee died on the set of The Crow.
Yeah,
got
The
shot.
Crow, yeah.
Got shot with a prop gun.
Yep. I
That
don't
shit
like
doesn't happen very often,
control.
though, does it?
Yeah, I don't like control. God damn it.
Oh, Discovery's on. I forgot all about it.
That's okay. That's all right.
Kind of mentally blocked it out.
PJ, it happens all the time here, and Marcy will tell you.
That's true.
I just go
Right?
on. I just go on and on a tangent. I don't even know what I'm
Right?
talking
Marcy,
about.
Marcy will back me up. It happens all the time on my streams.
No, it's true.
I can't control my people. It's a problem. I'm like, guys, can we just...
Yeah, Pike should be worried about nothing. Like, I know I'm going to survive this. I know I have like another 8 years, 10 years, or whatever.
10 years.
10 years.
Oh,
at this
by the way,
point.
yeah, I know, but
It's
we
weird
should,
because in Strange New Worlds he says 10 years in the future when really it's only 6 or 5. 5 really.
yeah, I
He
know,
keeps
but
saying
we
10.
could
I'm
actually,
like, dude, what? Like, it's one of the things that irritates me about like the story checking. It's like this is supposed to be in 2260, right? It's Strange New Worlds.
Are they buying themselves more time for more seasons, maybe?
I don't know.
probably.
If they think they're gonna last 10 seasons, they're dreaming. Not in this day and age. It's
That's
amazing.
true.
It's amazing. It's a feat. What an uphill climb Discovery had to reach 5.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not been the most popular show. It's
No, but
actually
I
probably
think-
gained popularity since
It's been on, yeah.
it's been on since 2017. But at the beginning, dude,
It was-
no.
People hated it.
And there was these people out there saying, "Oh, people love it. It's popular. Why would they make the Strange New World spin-off? Why would they make more and more?" I'm like, that's people didn't understand. Like streaming.
Here's
streamers
where
just-
she says it.
Oh my god.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm freaking out now.
Oh my god, she's the phoenix rising from the ashes.
Yeah, that's such a cool shot. Look, it's fireworks. Sorry, PJ, but
She's
such a
she's
cool
an
shot.
angel.
Yeah, let's go. We're on our way. And then Saru does the little, yeah.
You know what's funny? I just had a thought of Sonequa Martin Green starring in a like City of Angels remake, where she plays the Nick Cage character.
Interesting.
Because I think she could have that like soft, like welcoming, warm demeanor.
No, I mean, look. I
They'd be
mean,
like, she's an actual angel. I believe it.
Yeah,
She's played one
you
in
know-
Discovery. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I know I've had a love-hate relationship with Michael Burnham, as you know, but
Well, she can do no wrong in my book.
I think no,
If
but
she solved every problem on the ship and just told everybody what to do, including the doctors, I'd be like, yeah, listen to her.
no,
She
but here's
knows
the
it
thing.
all.
No, but here's the thing. I've had problems with her, with her character. But I think that Sonequa Martin Green has done a wonderful job with what she's been given.
Do you like that in the fourth season she's like the full-on captain? I think that's
Oh yeah,
one of the best parts of it.
oh yeah.
Drags on a little too much, but yeah.
I was like, okay, guys. Now she's a captain. Now she can do whatever whatever the hell she wants.
What's your timestamp?
My timestamp is 53:10,
Okay.
50:12, 50. Yeah,
Oh my god,
50.
this is so disgusting. What a
Yeah,
gross effect that is.
yeah, yeah,
It's like the little girl's severed head in Heredity. Ugh.
yeah.
With all the ants crawling all over it. Oh, it was so
Yeah.
disgusting. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie Hereditary. It is
Nope.
it is genuinely a horrifying film. Like there's
No.
very few films that are like I'm like torture porn I can't stand because I think it's smut. But like artsy kind of like really well made horror that like gets to the spine of you. Just kind of like Hereditary. It's a
Hold on.
very well made
We're
horror
going.
movie. Warning: it is some very graphic severed head stuff.
Yeah, we're on our way. And folks, this is not why I love this episode. Well, this is a part of why I love this episode, but why I love this episode is coming up in just a second.
Goodbye, Michael Burnham. I'll never see you
Aw,
again. And Spock has to say goodbye.
yeah, he's still
So sad.
got a shave though.
No, he never should have shaved.
Could
Yeah,
could
Ethan
you
Peck is a beard
imagine?
guy. He looks better with a beard.
Mm-hmm.
But could you imagine if they kept Spock with a beard all the whole time?
That would have been fantastic.
They
You know,
would. I mean,
they could have had Spock in Strange New Worlds have a beard the entire time, and it wouldn't have messed with continuity at all. He just could have shaved it as soon as he went to work for Kirk.
Yep.
He still probably will grow it, but he has a baby face. See, like it's when he's not shaved, he has a very babyish looking face. Leonard Nimoy did never look like that. He had a more sharper look to him. That's why Zachary Quinto looks
right.
like more Spockish than Ethan Peck. Ethan Peck's a good actor though.
Yeah,
The
but
look,
we should.
the look on Saru's
Oh,
face.
Saru's face is like a look of wonder. Look at that.
It's like we've all just thrown our lives away for nothing.
Absolutely
We've all
nothing.
abandoned our families.
The hell have we done?
It's as if we've died now. For what? She could have gone alone, but we're like, we'll stick with you because we like you, Burnham. It's like, you could have technically rebooted the show in the sense that Burnham did go there alone, and then everything was there was no discovery or anything. It was just a new,
Sure, yeah.
it's just a new show with Burnham in the future. Or maybe
Okay,
Discovery
guys.
comes halfway through the season. There's a time
Okay, guys.
dilation.
This is why this two-part episode is my favorite thing. One of my favorite two-part episodes of Discovery ever. This scene right here. And you know what this scene right here is saying to all of the nerdy Star Trek fans who've complained about Discovery since season 1? This scene is saying, shut the fuck up. And yes, I absolutely love this scene because this scene is specifically made for all the assholes who are like, oh, this makes no sense because how come they didn't mention Discovery in the old shows?
And you know what?
This is for you.
That's a great point, Marcella, and it's completely unnecessary from a narrative point of view. You didn't
Yeah,
have
I
to
know.
do this to resolve. It solves a lot of problems for the writers in terms of we don't have to create
Yeah, we don't
in
have to
this
deal with this.
timeline anymore, and we can
Yeah.
just go far flung.
Yeah.
But the reactions to fan complaints that don't really matter that much
Right.
in retrospect, like the fact that people complain that Spock has a sister. I didn't know about that.
Yeah,
Why
but
didn't
let me,
Spock ever mention it? Blah blah
But,
blah.
guys,
And their solution in this narrative is that it's classified, right?
Yeah.
But in reality, how many characters in any TV show or movie that you ever watch are you aware of each and every one of their siblings?
that is true.
The fact that Kirk never mentions his brother, except you see him in one TOS episode, and then he's mentioned, and never
And
again.
what about
It's
Cybok?
nothing. Cybok, like exactly. People
Yeah.
got their back. I'm sure people got their backs up against 5, not for
Cyber.
only being a schlocky, cheap, bad movie, which actually is aged well. It's like
Yeah.
fine wine for some
I
reason.
mean,
It's
you know,
better now than
with
it
age.
has ever been for whatever reason. I don't know why. It's
Yeah.
just
I mean,
more appreciated now, I think.
yeah. I mean, I think that. Look, I think that as I've gotten older, like you just said, PJ, I've learned to appreciate that movie.
Yeah. Remember in I did was it season 2? It had to be this season of Discovery where they had the hologram thing where they're like we're not going to use holograms anymore, blah blah blah, because it's something something
Mm-hmm.
something.
Yeah.
I'm like,
And what
you
this
don't
season?
really have to spoon feed the audience explanations or like solutions to their complaints. Just be who you are and trust that. That's why I think the season 1 has a lot of good elements, but it's like you can see the response. Sometimes it works. Like they listened with Picard season 1 and 2, and they're like, "Oh, a lot of people don't dig this. We tried. I know they tried, but season 2 was an embarrassment of
Yeah.
anything. Like, despite being Star Trek, it's just a bad season of a TV show. It's bad time travel. It's bad sci-fi. It's bad everything. There's parts in
Yeah.
it that are good, but then they
Yeah.
listened and said, you know what? We're gonna go into season 3 and we're gonna let this Terry Metalis guy do his thing, and we're gonna
And
hands off.
look
We're
what
gonna have a
happened.
hands off. Like, let him do it,
And look what happened.
and look what happened. People were like,
Great.
yes,
Yes.
not perfect, but
But
good.
good. Yeah. Good enough.
Anyway, it's all getting better,
Anyway.
folks. They still haven't
Yeah.
greenlit a spin-off too.
Not yet, but they're.
no.
But I think that they might.
I'll be real with you, dude. I think season 3 of Strange New Worlds is going to wrap it up, and I think they're going to start
Huh?
canceling a lot more shit. No, just in general, a lot more
Really?
streaming shows are going to be axed because
Okay.
they've spent all this. It's coming to a point now where they all spent so much, and the projections are, well, we're not going to make a profit for so long. We need to be more selective. And now the HBO Max and Disney Plus and others
Right.
just are removing stuff that just aren't generating any interest.
Right.
But clearly, modern Trek, like Star Trek Discovery, is generating interest in Canada on Paramount Plus. Because me, for example, watching Discovery, rewatching these shows seasons that I've already seen on Paramount Plus, shows them that there's an interest in Canada
For Star
for
Trek.
watching. It's my preferred method because just the quality is better.
Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm.
And they're like, yeah. So like analytically, I'm trying to.
Here it goes, guys. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. Let's see it.
Oh God.
He's gonna do it. So exciting. Where's the shaver? Where is it?
Do you think he uses what's that product everybody sells on the
shaving
internet?
gel?
No, Manscaped. There you go.
Oh man, yeah, Manscaped.
They look at him like he's a different person, like your cat would. Your cat's accustomed to you having a beard, and then you shave. They're like, "What are you?"
Ah. There he is. Yeah.
So they've redesigned this bridge yet again. Well, not yet again, but for
A little bit.
time.
A little bit. But you know what?
Sorry.
Discovery is
What-
always very bluish. Like
What was
for
that?
some reason, everything about Discovery is mostly bluish.
It was a Instagram video. Someone was drawing. My whole Instagram is just like people drawing stuff.
Multitasking. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot.
Next destination, our own show that will be
Our own
subpar.
show. Oh,
That won't live up to expectations. That will start off great,
no, but you know what?
and then start
you
doing
know-
episodes with the Gorn that are completely out of
No,
whack,
no, you know what?
and then revisiting.
like I said,
Errand of Mercy?
like I said, when I rewatched it for the
Not Aaron
second
Mercer.
time, I liked it a lot more than I did the first time. So I think it's good.
I'm rewatching it now. I'm up to episode 5. I'm watching it
Oh.
like once every day or two,
Oh, cool,
and building up to the second season.
cool.
Get ready for a wacky wild season 2, folks.
Yeah.
Hold on to your hats.
Hold on to
If you
your
thought
butts.
season 1 was crazy,
No,
just wait. We have more Xenomorph Gorn. We have time travel with
we have
Khan's great granddaughter and Kirk. And it's like, come on, guys, stand on your own. Stop doing this thing where you create a show, and then you say, "Oh well, let's bring in some more legacy because we gotta prop it up." By the way, no offense to the guy who plays Kirk, but stop it already.
stop it. That's funny.
Jeez,
Stop it
what are you-
already.
What are you doing, guys?
You, I take it you don't like him.
I just think it's unnecessary to include his character so even in season 1 so early. And then like, I get it, you're trying to do TOS things, but Kirk didn't meet Pike, and they don't meet in the trailer. I'm not saying they're breaking continuity, but they might.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that'll do it for my live stream of Star Trek Discovery Season 2, Such Sweet Sorrows, Parts 1 and 2. So I would like to thank my panelists. First, I would like to thank PJ for joining us. Thank you, PJ. It was wonderful having you
Thank
here.
you for having me here.
Thank you. And of course, I would like to thank my trusty partner in other endeavors, Marcy London, for always being here. It's always a pleasure to have you here as well.
Always a good time. Thanks for having me.
But PJ, if the folks at home want to catch you and talk to you about anything, what would be the place for them to do that on?
On Twitter, is that a place? At
Yeah, that's
BoatWreck1, and at YouTube. Just look up that name that you see. That's my face.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome.
my
Thank you
face
for
should
joining
be.
us. Yeah, thank
Sorry,
you for
I'm not on
joining us
camera.
tonight. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Yep. Okay, so Marcy, my faithful companion. Sorry, that's a little much. Guys, it's a little late, so when I get a little, I get funky. I should have said that either. That was worse. But Marcy, if the folks at home want to catch up with you, what will be the best place for them to do that?
On Instagram or Twitter, I am at Marcy London Art.
All right. Well, thank you, Marcy, for joining us.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys. So that'll do it for yet another watch along on my channel. Thank you so much for joining me and my panelists. And as I say often, I'll see you when I see you.
So much happened here, and so much is about to.